Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. Okay, you guys know I love a goddamn tag video. Yes, I do. So that's what this is. This is a tag video, and let me tell you, shout out to the Fresh Collective. You motherfuckers done tried it with this one. This is the no bars, no holds barred tag. And I don't know why I should have expected anything different from you guys. But some of these questions, oh my God, I feel like somebody's getting ready to pull my petticoat up, Patty, and be all up underneath it. But I ain't no punk. I'm going to answer the questions. So let's go on and get to it. Shout out to the Fresh Collective. Here we go, y'all. Number one, what are some of your biggest regrets? I would have to say my biggest regret is that I did not leave Pittsburgh in my 20s. Actually, before that. I wish I would have actually left directly after high school and just never looked back. So that would actually be my biggest regret, that I didn't leave Pittsburgh. But my life would be completely different at that point. I wouldn't have my kids, and that's a whole nother topic for a whole nother time. I don't know. Sometimes I think maybe that would have been for the best, but love them dearly. But my life, I believe, would have totally been different had I left here. I know the kids wouldn't be a part of my life. But career-wise and just me being happy, I think things would have been a whole lot different, because I'm constantly doing things to make myself happy, because I'm not where I really want to be as far as, state-wise and where I live. Anyway, number two, have you ever had a one-night stand? No, I've never given it to anybody like that. Anybody who ever got it actually kind of worked to get it. So I was kind of funny that way. Number three, if you could change anything about the way you were raised, what would it be? Okay, y'all ready for this? If I could change anything about the way I was raised, I'm going to go all the way out there and say I'd have been raised by a different family. I'd have been a member of a different family. And yeah, that's kind of curt and that's kind of harsh, but I fucking mean every motherfucking word of it. I would have been a part of another family. Because that was actually one of the things with my memoir. When I wrote my memoir, I was kicking around two titles. And the first title was actually Born into the Wrong Family. And I did talk to my mother about it, and my mother's like, hey, my mother's real about things. She's like, you name your book what you want. That's your book, and I ended up going with the title Boys Like Me. But, yeah, Born into the Wrong Family was actually the first title for my book. That was the first title I had kind of settled on. And and the way I say that, I love my mother, and I know you all know that. I know you all have gathered that, those that have watched me. I love my mother, but the rest of the family, they all right. They all right. But, yeah, I could have been raised by a different family altogether, and I'd have kept my mom, but everybody else kind of could, whatever. Anyway, moving on. Number four, how old were you how old were you the first time you had sex? I was 20. And I don't need to elaborate. I was 20. I was slow. Slow getting started. 5, can black people be racist toward white people? Anybody can be racist toward anybody. And I think that a lot of times black people are racist toward other black people. A lot. Hell, I think we're all probably guilty of it, because I know I am. I know I can be guilty of it. And I tell you, I love people, period. Like I do. I love people, period. I don't consider myself to be a racist. I don't have a problem with white people or this person or that person. But when we make comments like, child, that's shit the niggas do, that's racist. That's racist, even though you are a part of that group. I do it, and I'm a part of another group. I'm a part of the LGBT community. Child, and I'll say it in a minute, child faggots is always doing this. Or child, them bull daggers are always doing that. That's all racist. All of that, those are racist. So I can't say that I've never made racist statements or I don't have some racist thoughts. I do. There are things that I think every group of people do that probably irritate you. And as soon as you think it, I'm not going to say you're a racist, but you just had a racist thought. And that's every group of people. That's every group. I have friends from all the groups, but we do it. You do it. You laugh at the jokes that are made. That's racist. Whether you want to admit it or not, it's racist. Soon as you jump up and say, them black motherfuckers on that goddamn Section 8, racist. Racist. Them your own damn people. Racist. So yeah, I do believe that it can go either way. You be racist against anybody and anything. And I think that we're guilty of it more times than what we actually realize. Sad, but true. We're being honest here. I told y'all these questions on this goddamn, oh Lord. Some of this is real incriminating, but whatever. Come on, I said I ain't no punk. So let's just keep on going here. Number 6. Would you like to be famous? And if so, for what would you like to be famous for? I absolutely would love to be famous. It's something I've been kind of working on all my life. As I'm always put myself out there. I can't choose though. I can't choose. I have a lot of different talents and I wear a lot of different hats. I'll take being famous for any one of them because the thing is, once I become famous for one, all the rest of them is going to kind of fall in place. And I kind of know that. Like I just have that feeling that that's how that's going to be. So whether I become famous for designing clothing or writing, or I'll even take the stretch if I become famous for doing, my female impersonation. One thing is going to snowball the rest of them. So, I'm open for it. That's why I had answered some questions on the last thing that I did for the Fresh Collective. And I was saying how would I go onto a reality show and kind of play the reality game to get yes, I would do it because I know that once people see me, there's going to be the haters and there's going to be the lovers. But those who love me are going to love me for all of me. Once I am put in front of you, then you learn all about me. So it just, yeah. I don't care what I got famous for. Hopefully I don't want to get famous for anything ridiculous. Like I don't want to kill nobody and go to jail or nothing crazy like that. But as long as it's something positive that I do or that I'm capable of, yes, I'll take it. I'll take fame and I'll take the fortune too. So, yes. Let's see. Number 7. From what city, state, region can you not stand its people and why? That's not me. I mean, come on. I'm more exposed now to people from different areas than I ever have been with my YouTube channel. And I don't have tons and tons of people, but I have just over 3,000. I've just crossed the 3,000 mark. And that's not me. I love what loves me. I love who loves me. So there's no person from a specific region. No, because shit, you don't know where people came from. But no, I don't. That's just too way out there for me. No, I love what loves me. It don't have nothing to do about where you came from. That's cool. That's not me. And I'm not that well traveled either. So, that again, I've met a lot of people through internet. I'm not that well traveled. I've been some places, but not enough. I've never been anywhere where I just don't like any of the people, where I went. So maybe that's a better answer for that. Okay, let's move on. Let's see. 8. Have you ever had sex with someone outside of your race? I have not. I'm not close to it, but I never have. I had a little guy friend who was he's Caucasian. And we just didn't get that far. We didn't get that far. And it was amazing because he was trying to wear me down, honey, and it was it's amazing that he didn't get me, honey, but he was trying to wear me down. But the funny part was he was Caucasian, but shit, at times that boy was blacker than I was. So, I don't know. But no, not to date, I haven't had sex with anybody out of my race. No specific reason. I just have, one of them hasn't worn me down yet. Number 9. If the purge was real, would you kill someone or hide out? This is funny because as crazy as I am and as terrible as my mouth is, and I know you guys know, I really don't like confrontation. I would prefer not to deal with confrontation. But if you back my ass into a corner, baby, I'll come out and I'm going to cut you deep. So I would have to say, I would probably be one of those people. If the purge was real, I would probably hide out. But if you come to where I'm hiding out, I'll tear your motherfucking ass up. I'll take you down. I will take you down. That's just who I am as a person. I really would rather avoid the confrontation. But if you present yourself, baby, I'm going to take your ass on a ride. Trust me. So, yeah, I would go hide out. And then when you find me, I'll kill the fuck out you. Anyway, moving on. Number 10. Have you ever stolen anything as an adult? If so, what and when? I have not. I haven't stolen anything. No, I haven't. I haven't stolen anything. And I've never been posed. Thank God, I've never been put in a position. And I'm going to say this because this question stuck out to me. I watched Lady Nika. I watched her video, and her answer to that question actually got me right up underneath here. And oh my God, you have to go when you're done watching my video. I'm sending you Lady Nika, and it's NYCA. Go and watch her video and pay very close attention to her number 10 question. She is a part of the Fresh Collective. Yeah, that her question number 10 got me in my feelings. But thank God I've never been posed with any situation that I had to actually steal anything to date. You know, because you never know what's going to happen. But yes, I'm telling you, when you're done with my video, go and see Lady Nika's video. Pay very close attention to her question number 10. Okay? Talk about honest. That's my girl, honey. Anyway, number 11. Have you ever been fired from a job? If so, why? Okay. This question stuck out for me because I really don't want to answer this question, okay? But I'm going to go ahead and do it because that's who I claim to be, that I just am very open. It's something I don't talk about a lot. I really don't. But, yes, I've been fired from a job just a couple years ago. You guys know that I have the 2 children. And I have an 8-year-old boy and I have an 11-year-old boy. When my 11-year-old was 9... and I adopted them. My 9-year-old is, I've had him since he was 18 months. My 8-year-old I've had since he was 12 hours old. I took him right from the hospital. And we are all family. We are, and I've never shared all of this on this channel, but whatever. We're all family. Their mother is my first cousin, okay? So, I adopted them because she's not parent material. Flat out, period. And I did everything legally. Okay, so here we go. I was working at the school, okay? At the school I was the front desk person. And my son, you know, they have their own little issues or whatever, just like all kids do. My son was getting increasingly worse. He was doing stealing, and he's a vicious, vicious liar. That's just kind of who he is, a vicious liar. He steals, and he can be very, very vindictive. There's a pathology to all of that stuff too. I literally, in my book, I didn't write about my children because that part of my life is actually still going on. And I definitely will write and tell the whole story. Trust me when I tell you, when it comes to me and these 2 children, I love them, but it has been like a lifetime movie. And there's days when I've been really ready to change the channel. But anyway, so I'm working at the school. I'm the front desk person. My oldest boy, he's doing his thing. He done stole and lied and carried on, and I beat his ass. I got my belt and I spanked him, and I sent his ass on off to school. Now they go to school at 7:30. Okay, I wasn't starting work till 9 at the time, so I went on and took him because I didn't do nothing wrong. You stole, you lied, you got your ass whooped. That's just the way it is. You knew better. You knew what you were doing. And that was that. You got your ass whooped. Well, he had a whelp on him. Okay? But dig the shade. My son went into the school at 7:30. He put on a nice little performance at the school, because this is what he does. He put on a nice performance about how badly his daddy had beat him. And all of this business. My dad beat me. Oh, and I hurt so bad. Fell all out on the floor and everything. Oh, he really put on a performance, I heard. Before time for me to go to work, I'd already been called by the social worker at the school. And she was asking me what was going on. And I told her what went on. And she says, well, he has a whelp. And I said, oh, okay. I never even gave it any thought. Never even looked. It was what it was. Because again, like I said, I hadn't done anything wrong. I did what I do. I parented. You don't steal and you don't lie. That's not something you do. You can't do that. So I was like, oh, okay, that's fine. So they told me to hold off, don't come to work yet, and everything like that. Long story short, I was fired because they had to do an investigation. Okay. And with them being adopted, it was a dual investigation from the state and the county. Turned out to be a whole big mess. Okay. Like I said, we were already having some issues anyway. So, was what it was. So the investigation actually took basically 3 days, because that all happened on a Wednesday. And the final piece of it was done on a Friday. They came to the house. They came to the school. They investigated both of my children. And it was just a big, big mess. But dig this. My kids never missed coming home. All this happened while school was going on. I picked up my sons at 3:15 like I do every day. And he never missed one day being home. So, really? And it went on, because there was this whole other piece of it. He was checked out because he said that I punched him in his mouth. So that was kind of like a mess, but they actually had my son checked out by a CNA and all of that. And they, had come up with on the first day before 3 o'clock that, there was going to be, they decided there was no child abuse. There was no child abuse. It was a spanking. Of course, they don't really condone spanking, but the part about him being punched in the mouth, they went and ruled that right out there like, no, there has not been any force placed around this child's mouth at all. They came up with that. He is lying. And they kind of, it was weird. But anyway, so I was told that I couldn't come back to work until they got everything straight. So that was fine. And the school kind of pulled for it and everything. So by Friday, everything was cleared. When we did the last interview on Friday, everything was cleared. And the school was like, everything's great, Mr. Caldwell, you can come back to work. Well, that got sidetracked because at that point, Mr. Caldwell was pretty much up to here with little Mr. Caldwell. And when the county came in for the very last day, I told them, you know, I went through the little interview. They interviewed, and I mean, I had to literally have my mother had to come. She had to be interviewed. My grandmother had stayed with me for a while because I had actually brought her to my house to stay for a little bit. At one point, they wanted her, so they interviewed everybody. And they were like, everything's fine. You're good to go. And I told her, at this point, when you reach for your coat, mama, grab his too. He's out of here. So that was like February 22nd. And so that's why, and like I said, I've never gone through all of this on my channel. You always hear me talk about my two sons. I still have two sons. They're my two sons, but only one of them actually lives at the house. Okay. So I had him removed. He literally he's in foster care at this point. Because it kept escalating. That lie about me punching him in the mouth, just so you know, that lie, he carried that lie for 17 months before he actually said, I lied on my dad. I want to go home. No, I didn't do that. He didn't do that. This, that, thing, and the other. It got really bad. Like literally, we went through counseling and all of this, and the boy sat up and kept telling him, I'm afraid of my dad. I'm afraid of him. And they're like, you weren't afraid to go home. So why are you saying you're afraid? I'm just afraid of him. And then sat in a chair and called me a faggot to my face during the council session. Called me a nasty fag. A nasty fag. Has never been around anybody gay. You know, no gay activities, nothing like that. He doesn't know anything about it. But that's what you were bold enough to call me that. So it just shit got all out of whack. Anyway, I'm going too far off. But anyway, once I decided that I wasn't going to let him stay because that just wasn't going to happen. You're not going to tell lies on me like that. You're not going to play these little vicious, vindictive, nasty games with me. And you're definitely not going to fucking call me faggots at 9 years old. If I let you get away with calling me faggots to my face at 9 years old, you'll be beating the fuck out of me at 15, right? Not going to happen. You're out of here. So it is what it is. So that's why you always hear me talk about one more than the other, because one of them is at home and one of them is not. But daddy loves both of them just the same. Even with all his nasty, I still love him. But no, I'm not going to take care of anybody that's disrespecting me. I'm not going to do it of any age. So anyway, yes, I got fired from my job. They had to release me from my job because, again, they had to have somebody there. You know what I mean? And what ended up happening when I told Children's Youth Services that I wanted him removed, they said, fine, we want a no contact until we could get everything together. So I couldn't be in the space. I couldn't work the front desk. They were pissed off with me. That's why they did that. They knew what they were doing because they knew what my job was. So they went with the no contact, you know. So I couldn't have my job at the front desk being in contact with him. And he actually was there from February until the end of the next school, you know, till the end of the school year. So I literally did end up getting my job back 6 months later. 6 months later. But yes, so there's the answer to the question. Yes, I've been fired from a job. Yeah, I parented my child. That's why I got fired from my job. Okay, that was a whole lot. Okay, anyway, moving on. Number 12. Have you ever played the side piece? See, this is another one. This is ugly. Actually, I have to say yes. I did, and it didn't last very long. I was young. I told you I lost my virginity at 20, and that's exactly who it was. This person was, he actually had a girlfriend. It was just ridiculous. This is something that, again, being young, something that I would never do again. But yeah, he had a girlfriend. He was my first. It went on for about 4 or 5 months. And I just, you know, again, I'm 20, and at some point it just kicked into me that this is just not right. I mean, first of all, she was here first. And I told him she was here first. She was here first. She is a baby. I'm not doing this. I don't feel right. And it was, even at 20, it didn't feel right. So I removed myself. I remove myself from it because I can't be responsible for you. I don't only be responsible for me. And I didn't feel right as a person carrying that on. So yeah, I just couldn't get with it at all. And that's why I'm not a big fan of the whole download thing still to this day, 23 years later. It's wrong. It's wrong. And yeah, very embarrassing to actually have to sit and say, yes, I have taken place in that. But I did. That's my truth. It is what it is. Okay, y'all wearing me down here with this shit here. Okay, let's see. Number 13. If you woke up tomorrow and could possess one superpower, what would it be? It would definitely be telekinesis. I would want to be able to move things with my mind. I always just thought that was fascinating. But yeah, I would love to be able to move things without moving a muscle. Yep. Let's see. Number 14. What is too serious to be joked about? Handicapped children. Handicapped children. Even with, there's been times when things have happened with a handicapped adult and there are jokes that are made or mean things that are said. I've done it. I actually have a cousin who is, we used to battle a lot. He was very, very mean to me as I was growing up. And he's in a wheelchair from the time he's like 20 years old. And I have said some nasty fucking shit to him through the years that I don't give a fuck is wrong, but it is funny. And I've said some shit that will crack you up about my cousin and his ass. But a child that is handicapped, there's never a time when, and it doesn't matter what's going on, it's never a time when a child being handicapped is funny. It's just not. It's not funny. It's not. It's not. And I don't know why it's that way for me, because I'm telling you, like, seriously, my cousin would be calling me faggots and this, that, thing, and the other, baby, and I would call him Ironside, honey, and people would, and I would be just as tickled with myself, honey, because I'd let his ass have it. He done got mad, but I felt like that was just as hurtful as what he was saying. But again, he was an adult, and now that's the kicker. He's actually 10 years older than me. So whenever he's doing this, he's 20. Well, yeah, I'll say by this time he's probably 20, 23, 24. I'm 14. So anyway, he was the motherfucker at the wrong for even fucking with me and calling me out of my name anyway. So whatever I said was whatever I said. But anyway, it's wrong on both. But I'm answering the question as even when I was younger, I've never thought there was any jokes to be told about a child that's handicapped. A child that's handicapped, there's nothing funny about it, and period. Never was. When I was a child, I didn't think it was funny either. But an adult that's handicapped, if they say some old sideways shit, I'll let their motherfucking ass have it. Anyway, moving on. I'm really painting a real pretty picture of myself here, ain't I, y'all? Whatever. Again, shout out to the Fresh Collective, y'all. Okay, let's see. What question? 15. What in your life are you most grateful for? My talents. My talents. I am very, very grateful to God for the talents that I have and the fact that I have multiple talents, because he knows me better than anyone else. And I am, the way I was put together, I was put together to have an entrepreneurial spirit, because I don't do well working for other people. I really don't. I haven't gotten to the point where I really just don't have to work. I mean, I don't work a regular conventional job at this point. And like I said, I'm very grateful to the man upstairs for putting me together the way I was put together, because he knew, child, you're going to have issues. You're going to have issues working for other people. So he made me very resourceful and entrepreneurial, because he knew I wasn't going to be shit. All right, let's see. Number 16. Oh, Would you eat pussy for $500,000? I'd rather not. Can we work something out? I'd rather not. I don't know. I don't know, y'all. That's a nice little chunk of change, but I don't know. I think my tongue might swell up or something. I don't know. I don't know. I have to get back to y'all another time with that one, but $500,000 is a lot of money, though. I can get a hell of a goddamn tongue scrub. I ain't got. I guess I'm gonna have to say yeah, but I ain't fucking doing it for no long time. Fuck that. Anyway, moving on. Number 17. Do you think the Illuminati is real, or do you think there is a secret institution working as a power structure over us? I'm gonna say yes. I don't think the government is the government. Everybody has a boss. See, I'm gonna go scandal. It's very if you don't think there's black ops and all that shit, child, you crazy. There's somebody behind everything that's going on. Everybody got a boss. There's always somebody up higher, and there's always somebody that you don't know about. So, yeah, Big Brother really does exist. I believe that. I definitely believe that. I do. I don't know about how people, with the Illuminati and the way people go and with the devil and all that. I don't know about all that. But definitely I think there is powers that will override that damn government we got. I believe that. I do believe that. Okay, I'm moving on. Let's see. Number 18. Have you ever had an STD? Thank God, no. No, I haven't. 19. Have you ever cheated? And if so, why? I have not. No. Nope. Haven't cheated. I had a stupid ass boyfriend, tried with so many loopholes. I dealt with the same fool for like 8.5 years. I never had a reason to cheat because whenever we were together, we were happy. We were together and we were happy. But there were so many loopholes where we broke up here and broke up there. Child, yeah, I didn't get a chance to really get tired of him, so I never had a reason to cheat on him. It was 8.5 years total, stretch of time, and I break up here and I break up there. Child, I think we did 2 straight years, honey. So, yeah, I have to cheat on that ass. I don't have to worry about it. Don't really like nobody all like that. Whatever. Anyway, number 20. Have you ever or do you currently smoke weed? No. That's just never been my thing. I've been around it so much in my life. I had so many cousins and aunts and people who were so into it. I always just thought it was ridiculous. And I'm irritating. I cannot stand to go anywhere with people who actually smoke. I don't have a problem with them smoking. I don't have a problem with that. Actually, I don't have a problem with anybody that does any type of drugs. I don't give a fuck. Just don't steal my shit. As long as you don't steal my shit or fuck with my kids, we good. You get as high as you want, bitch. I don't care. But people who smoke weed and go in places with them, they always got to stop and smoke a joint. I don't have time for that. I really, that shit used to get on my nerves so bad, like in your teenage years and your early 20s. I don't have time for it. And then they always want to light up. They have no respect for other people. Always want to light up somewhere. You cannot smoke that shit in there. Has lingering effects. It stinks. Nah. Nope. So I don't do it. Haven't done it. Don't have a problem with people that do it, but I don't want to hang with them. They got too many goddamn hang-ups. I ain't got time. Always got to stop. Always late. A motherfucker to smoke weed is always late. Because they always got to go blaze. But anyway, that's it. So that's the 20 questions. God knows this video is like 34 minutes long. I don't think I've ever done a tag this long. But, okay, so, this is going to be interesting to see the comments out, to see what people say. Y'all, my people always tell me they love me. But there's been some things revealed here that aren't so favorable in my past. But that's okay. If you love me, you'll probably still love me. But there's some things that no, I don't voluntarily talk about, and things that aren't easy to talk about, like stuff with my kids. That's not easy to talk about because it's always, you always fall under judgment whenever, when it comes to parenting. I kind of try to leave it alone because you always fall under judgment. And I have been judged a lot about the fact that I have my one boy removed. I don't really, and let me just put this one out there. I don't really give a fuck. Okay. I've done what was proper for me and my family. Okay. So we'll just put that out there. I don't really give a fuck. James did what James thought best. My thing is, don't ask me to do nothing that you wouldn't. Period. People have a tendency to do that. So that's why I kind of stay away from that subject, and I don't talk about that. I'll talk about the more positive things about my kid, because like I said, no, I'm not mad at him or anything like that, but sometimes everybody's not meant to live together. We get along a whole lot better now, so I know that I've done the right thing for me and my family. But no, I don't really get into it because, again, there's that whole judgment thing and all of that. And if you get too cute with it, I will let you have it. So I just don't mess with it. And when it comes to my kids, I'll let you know what I want you to know. And when it's positive, it's cool. Even when they do things negative, there's things that I've told you guys about them, like lying and stuff. That's age appropriate. But yeah, it is what it is. It's just something that I just kind of stay away from. And who knows, maybe I'll be more comfortable to talk about it as time goes on. But no, the wounds are still fresh and they're still young. And I don't know, it's just a touchy subject. But anyway, shout out to the Fresh Collective. I'm glad I did this. I am glad I did it. That I didn't run from it because I ain't no punk. So anyway, anybody who wants to do the tag, I definitely say go ahead and do it. Hell, if you're not a punk, don't do it and be leaving out questions. If you're going to do it, do it. All right, guys. So you can thumbs up or thumbs down. You know how that works. And I will catch you guys in the next video. And again, shout out to the Fresh Collective. Love you guys. Bye.